Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk about storytelling as telepathy. What is the goal of writing? First, it is the accurate communication of thoughts and ideas. On the one hand, this might seem like a silly question. What is the goal of writing? We write to tell a story. Sometimes the story is true, and in that case we're writing nonfiction. Sometimes the story is made up, in which case we're writing fiction. And of course, it's not quite as clear-cut as that. There can be truth in fiction and non-truth in nonfiction. But let's dig deeper. How do we tell a story through writing? When it comes right down to it, what are we doing when we write? Point number 2. Jim Butcher. Manipulate the reader's emotions. Jim Butcher, New York best-selling author of the Dresden Files series, holds that, quote, writing, in its most essential sense, is an artificial means for getting thoughts and images which reside in your brain over to the guy holding your book. By the way, that quotation was from Jim Butcher's blog post Storycraft. You can find that over on his Livejournal account. I'll include a link to it in the description below. Also, we need to communicate these thoughts and images effectively and accurately. Butcher sums it up this way. Writing is the original virtual reality. 3. Why we read stories. So, accurately communicating ideas is the essence of storytelling. Fine. Now let's ask, why do we read stories? There is no one answer to this. People read for different reasons at different times. But often, we read because we would like to be entertained. Given this, the goal of any story is to change, to manipulate a reader's emotions. Point number 4. Thoughts first, emotions second. But there's a problem here. We don't have direct access to our readers' emotions. We have to get to our readers' emotions through their thoughts, their ideas. Which brings me to the idea that writing, at its core, is telepathy. Point number 5. Stephen King. Stephen King, in On Writing, talks about what writing really is, telepathy. He writes, and here we go, actual telepathy in action. You'll notice I have nothing up my sleeves and that my lips never move. Neither, most likely, do yours. Look, here's a table covered with a red cloth. On it is a cage the size of a small fish aquarium. In the cage is a white rabbit with a pink nose and pink-rimmed eyes. In its front paws is a carrot stub upon which it is contentedly munching. On its back, clearly marked in blue ink, is the numeral 8. Do we see the same thing? We'd have to get together and compare notes to make absolutely sure, but I think we do. There will be necessary variations, of course. Some receivers will see a cloth which is turkey red, some will see one that's scarlet, while others may see still other shades. To colorblind receivers, the red tablecloth is the dark gray of cigar ashes. Some may see scalloped edges, some may see straight ones. Decorative souls may add a little lace. And welcome! My tablecloth is your tablecloth. Knock yourself out. The most interesting thing here isn't even the carrot-munching rabbit in the cage, but the number on its back. Not a 6, not a 4, not 19.5. It's an 8. This is what we're looking at, and we all see it. I didn't tell you. You didn't ask me. I never opened my mouth, and you never opened yours. We're not even in the same year together, let alone the same room. Except we are together. We're close. We're having a meeting of the minds. I sent you a table with a red cloth on it, a cage, a rabbit, and the number 8 in blue ink. You got them all, especially that blue 8. We have engaged in an act of telepathy. And there you have it. The more I think about what King says here, the more I believe it to be true. And very, very cool. Well, that's it for today. I hope you've gotten something out of it. Please like and subscribe, and as always, good writing.